Hey, this is K-Time and welcome back to another video. This time is actually going to be a combo tutorial for Gammamon, following my updated deck list, which is the video before this, if you haven't seen that already. Yeah, there's someone at Locals who is interested in Gammamon, and I feel like there's a lot of cool things the deck can do that isn't quite apparent. Obviously, you know, if you've played the deck a bunch, you probably know these already. But I just wanted to do this for people who didn't know the deck so well or were interested in playing the deck or learning more about it. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is the purple Gammamon it's the LM Gammamon, but it comes with BT15. And it has the all turns when an effect when an effect deletes one of our Digimon. This Digimon can digivolve into something with Gammamon in its text from our trash for free. So note, it can only digivolve from trash, not from the hand. And it's Gammamon in its text, which allows us to go into something that doesn't have Gammamon in its name. It can let us go into other things too, so that's really important. So yeah, first things first. Note it has to be other Digimon, because that would be super busted if it just counted itself. If we have two of the purple Gammamon, whatever one they delete, if they have something that only deletes one Digimon, let's say they delete the one with the egg, then this Gammamon can digivolve into trash, and let's say we're just going to Goose. And yeah, it's cool, you know, going to level 4 for free, that's pretty nice. That's the basic gist of it. But there's actually a lot more that the purple Gammamon can do. Firstly, level 5 and higher inherit the effects. So, now let's say that this Gammamon is level 5, and we have a Bokomon out, because Bokomon is the best partner by far for the purple Gammamon. This looks pretty good. Because Bokomon can protect it, basically if this would leave the field in any way, Bokomon can delete itself, and then this will trigger the effect to digivolve from trash. So, during our turn, maybe we swing at security, and if we would die in security battle, Bokomon can delete itself to prevent it, and then we can go into Regulusmon or Siriusmon, either of level 6, I'm just using Regulusmon as an example, digivolve into it for free, you know, do its when digivolving effect, and hopefully delete something, which is really nice. It also, because it is all turns, it kind of acts as a pseudo ace in a way, that if they would try and remove this during their turn, again, Bokomon delete itself, go into this during the opponent's turn, again, maybe put something under, oh look, it's the blocker one, nice. Maybe we delete something, in this case we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sources, but you know, you might have a bigger stack, it might be Siriusmon. It doesn't actually matter specifically, it's just to show an example, so you know, technically it could go into Siriusmon too. But yeah, it can catch an opponent off guard, because even during their turn, we can potentially digivolve our 5 into a 6. Bokomon's a key part of that, but it doesn't have to be the only thing. Again, if they have like a when attacking effect to delete a level 3 or 4 or something, you know, they'll delete it, this will trigger us, go into a 6 for free. Really nice. So that's one thing to note, is that purple Gammamon is fantastic because it potentially lets our level 5 go into a level 6 for free. But what if I say that it can work with level 4 as well? We don't even need to be a level 5 for it to be a threat. So let's say we are just a level 4. And let's say we don't even have Bokomon out. We just have another little boy. As an example, let's just say we have the Searcher Gammamon. Again, we have a couple of things in the trash. Most importantly, we'll need a level 6. Let's say we have Siriusmon in the trash at this point. Cool. This looks pretty unassuming board. Let's say we got this under with the Tamer. Doesn't actually matter. The opponent might attack. This is only for level 4, so it hasn't inherited anything. This effect, it doesn't have it. Blocker, doesn't have it. It's just sitting there, with just its regular on deletion effects, which can play out a Gammamon and a Tamer. This could be here, it could be suspended, doesn't matter. Let's say they attack us with one of their Digimon. For example, I'm just going to use this kind of Weissmon an example. They just attack security, or maybe the suspended Gammamon, doesn't matter. But if they haven't removed us, after like when digivolving, when attacking, because obviously when the attacking goes first, this is the perfect time to ace. So when they attack, we'll go into Regulusmon Ace. Normally, Regulusmon Ace, we mainly want to delete our opponent's level 4 or lower, right? Because that's really good, you know, level 5, delete level 4 lower, and we get to play out 1, 2. It's like, oh, nice. But it can do more than that. So let's go to the effect. We'll blast digivolve. When digivolving, we'll trash one. Note, if we do not have a level 5, in this case we do have a level 5 in the trash, but if we don't have another level 5 in trash, we'll need to trash a level 5 with its effect. And that's super important, because afterwards we trash one and we put this under it. Because note that Regulusmon Ace does not have the inheritable to copy all the Gammamon effects in the stack, which is why you need to put another level 5 under it with its effect, so then it does copy everything. So important to note, if you don't have a level 5 in trash, you need to trash it from your hand with its effect. If you don't have it in trash or in hand, don't go into the ace that often, because it won't be able to copy all the effects. So important to note. And then all turns, when its sources increases, by deleting a level 4 lower, we can play out a level 4 lower from our trash for free. So obviously, if they do have a level 4 lower, again, I'm just using this as an example, you know, we can obviously delete that to play out level 4 lower, you know, cool, let's just bring out, Bokomon. Cool, that's pretty nice, because we got rid of one of a level 4 lower, we get searching, and the Bokomon will give our ace protection, so we don't have that nasty overflow. That's one example. But let's say they don't have a level 4 and lower, but we do. So after the wind digivolve effect, we will delete our own level 4 lower to bring back a level 4 lower. Again, this could be the Bokomon, but it could be anything else too. This will trigger our Gammamon effect, because don't forget, we have the Gammamon, and because we put the level 5 under, we will copy its effect to digivolve from the trash. So then, still whilst they're attacking, we'll digivolve into the trash, into Siriusmon, and then maybe we'll delete. Again, it could be Sirius or Arcturus, either one. But yeah, that's another when digivolving effect. Increase our sources yet again, popping off. And again, both of these can increase sources, which means we could surprise, get blocker, retaliation, you know, get another extra effect that the opponent might not see coming. But yeah, so that's how you can do it, that if they attack whilst you have the level 4, you can blast into a level 5, delete your own level 4 lower, go into a level 6. And that's really cool, because, you know, they might, you know, see level 5 going to level 6, but they're less likely to see level 4 going into level 5 and to going level 6, all on the same attack. So yeah, that's definitely caught people off guard, and it's why I actually like the ace a lot, because it can do that. Because at first I was like, you know, only deletes level 4 lower, if they don't have any level 4 lower, doesn't do a lot, but it actually works fantastic with the purple Gammamon. Again, if you have multiple in the field, again, let's say you're doing the combo, plus you have this, not only will this go into level 6, but you can also trigger this to go into level 4. Might as well get those free evos in there. So having multiple out can be nice if you're able to trigger their effects, because all of them will start digivolving. And the later the game goes, the more likely you're going to have stuff in your trash to digivolve up into. Early game, it's the hardest, because we don't have a good way to get them in the trash. But mid-late game, it's fantastic. And that's pretty much all I wanted to go into with the purple Gammamon, just how it can go up for free, make the level 5 go up for free, and with the ace, it can make the level 4 go up into level 6 with the ace. So yeah, really, really surprisingly good card. Next up, I'd like to talk about Proximamon. Fun fact is this effect can let your level 6 go into Proximamon. You know, it does have Gammamon in its text. We can use it to make our Siriusmon go into Proximamon from the trash for free. This play doesn't come up that often. I'd rather just pass turn by digivolving into Proximamon for the end of turn effect, or play it for free with Regulusmon. Unless we're deleting something during their turn, Proximamon kind of feels like a sitting duck until end of our turn. And I just don't really see the need to digivolve into it during the opponent's turn. But, you know, it's just an option you can do. But yes, Proximamon, there's two main ways you go into it. One way is you have a Siriusmon with Regulusmon and its sources. You probably have like a whole bunch of sources. As an example, you know, you have a whole bunch of things. You have the full stack. And, you know, you might digivolve into this for 3. And we're going to be popping off. Not really much else to say there. However, if you're playing it for free with Regulusmon, there's two main things to consider with Proximamon. And that, assuming that you don't have any other ways to put stuff under, you're only going to put one thing under at the end of turn. My main thing to put under is Regulusmon. It will be in trash already because you use it on deletion to play it for free. Nice. And then when you do delete something, you will also trash the top security. So, you know, free security removal. Hooray. Pretty good. The only downside to this is when it goes back to your turn, if we use the Hero Tamer or multiple of them to put cards under, we have no way to copy effects until the next end of our turn to then put a level 5 under. Let's say end of our turn, next turn we put this under, then we'll copy anything else. So there's the rare case you might want to put the level 5 as the first thing you put under. And it means you'll get anything else, like as soon as you use a Tamer at the start of main, you'll start getting those effects. Raid, retaliation, end of attack deletion, you start getting all that stuff sooner, rather than having to wait to end of turn. So that can come up. But most of the time, assuming you can delete something, just going to put Regulusmon to get that extra trash. But if you can't delete something, maybe put the level 5 under so you can get the effects early. There's no point putting like any of the level 4s or stuff under until you have the level 5, because it won't copy any of the effects until you put the level 5 under anyways. And the Tamer can always put low stuff under, it can't put the level 5 under. So, wanted to note. So let's say you do have Proximamon. When something's deleted, all turns, you can bring out a level 4 or lower with Gammamon in its name. Obviously, you know, this one can pop a rookie on play, pops 2k or less. Bring this up for more searching. Unfortunately, we can't bring out Bokomon, because this one has to be Gammamon in its name, so no Bokomon. The Gurus Gammamons are alright. Note that this one will not have retaliation until it has Gammamon in its sources. So if you play it out, it won't have retaliation immediately. So this one is kind of the better one because it can still do its effect without having Gammamon. But my favourite thing to bring out is actually the Wezen Gammamon, to bring out as a blocker. So end of turn, go into this, delete something, bring out Wezen Gammamon blocker. The opponent's turn, they attack, let's say with their 8000 DP Digimon, I will block it with Wezen, and this will trigger, again, all turns once per turn, trigger the effect to bring it level 4 lower, bring back the blocker, so we can block a second attack. And then, if it goes to our turn, end of our turn, bring back the blocker, their turn, we delete, bring back the blocker. It kind of makes a little loop, I guess, in a way. Again, it's definitely not an infinite blocking situation, especially depending what they attack with. You know, they might just remove it, or we might not be deleted. But yeah, that's my favourite thing to do, is just constantly bring out the blocker with Proximamon. Because we don't have a lot of blocking in the deck in general, and this can give us a surprise amount of blockers, so the opponent can't get game. As long as Proximamon's on the field, we should win within a turn or two, generally. So we just have to make sure we last that long. Final thing is, this is not a situation that comes up very often, but Bokomon and Siriusmon Ace. In my deck profile, I run one of each, so again, this really isn't going to come up often. If you don't play Bokomon, it's never going to come up often. But just, it's when Digivolving effect gives one of our opponent's Digimon minus 3000 DP, and on deletion, lose 1 memory. I usually use this to get rid of rookies, just because it's a free rookie removal and get a memory. However, this effect does last until the end of the opponent's turn. The important thing is that, again, maybe with Purple Gammamon, Bokomon, Bokomon delete, Purple Gammamon make us go up into the level 6. If we delete what's affected by the Bokomon, they can lose a memory during their turn, which, it can pass turn or ruin their plays. Also, if we just have nothing else, they swing at security or at Bokomon. We can go into Siriusmon Ace. And if we delete something, we gain a memory. And then if it's what's affected by Bokomon, they'll lose a memory. So this is actually 2 memory that they'll kind of lose, which is, definitely can pass turn, potentially. Again, this scenario is almost never going to come up, but just a funny interaction, I guess, that you can potentially make them lose 2 memory during their turn as well. That's pretty much it for the deck profile. There's so many cool effects you can use. Like a full stack can really do a lot of damage. Okay, that's a combo. This is more like an example of like potentially something you can do. So let's say we have this, we have that, we got level 4, let's say we got Ghosts. And maybe we have the level 5, let's go this one. Okay, so let's say we've used the tamer, we've got a nice stack, use the tamer, put something else in the stack. Yeah, so this can do a lot of damage. First of all, when Digivolving or when attacking, we can make it if we're deleted, we delete one of the opponent's Digimon with lowest DP. But we still only 9, 11, 13,000 in this scenario, so actually pretty good. We also have Bokomon for protection, even if we would hit something bigger than, 13 or higher. But yeah, we can do swing at security. If we die in a security battle, Bokomon can delete itself, which will then trigger the Purple Gammamon to go into Arcturus from trash, but we'll pretend it's already in trash. We'll increase our sources, maybe put another thing under, and then delete one opponent's Digimon. End of attack, we can delete ourselves, delete something with DP or less, and in this case will be 13, 15, 17, 19,000, so delete something with 19,000 less, cool. And then on deletion, because we gave ourselves effect, we'll also delete one of the opponent's Digimon with the lowest level. So that's an example of us deleting a lot of stuff. We'll have Regulusmon deletion, this end attack deletion, this deletion, and hopefully that board wipes the opponent with 3 deletions. And then when we do all that, we only have 1 Ghost in the stack, so we can play out another Gammamon, and then this, potentially you can trash this, go into Proxy, and then when we pass turn, if they have 1 Digimon left, Proxy will delete it. at the end of our turn. Again, there's just one example scenario, but it's really cool all the things that the deck can do. Again, that's deleting, not counting the attack itself, which may just swing into an opponent's Digimon with equal DP or whatever. But even that by itself, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4 deletions, just from that one stack. And yeah, that's the end of the profile. Hope you enjoyed. Feel free to comment any questions about the deck or any other combos. But I feel like that should probably give you the gist. I know it mainly focused on the purple Gammamon, but I feel like that's the only thing that really enables like cool wild combos. Most other parts of the deck are pretty self-explanatory. Just like the purple line can do a lot of really cool stuff with each other with the on-deletion synergy. The red, everything else is pretty simple. All the red stuff's pretty basic. So there's no need to kind of include it in the video. But yeah, hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you next video, hopefully. K-Time, signing out.